Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be replacing the front brake pads on this Mazda 5 from 2005. To begin, we need to loosen these 5 bolts while the car is on the ground. On the Mazda 5 these are 21mm and there are 5 of them. We use a breaker bar to break loose the bolts before we lift the car in the air. Always loosen them in a star pattern. Now this car is from someone I know who asked me to do this job. It's not one of my personal vehicles, but I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you guys as well how to change these pads for those who want to do it at home. Now that we loosened the bolts, it's time to get the car in the air. As you can see, I have a better jack now. The previous one was really bad. And this one is so much easier to work with. Now that we have the car in the air, I always suggest to put a jack stand under it for your own safety. So let's get that done. How am I gonna place this? Just like that. Alright, the car is in the air. I put the jack under. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna loosen the bolt for real. Using the impact wrench on this one. Can do it by hand too, but this is faster. Normally I don't work on cars from other people, since I'm still learning myself, but I thought this would be great to test my skill and maybe to help people who want to do it themselves at home and they were not sure if they should. So yeah, that's the whole reason that I'm doing this. Take the wheel off. I don't know how well you're gonna see this, but on the back there you have 2 bolts, that's one, and then down there somewhere is another one, and they're 18mm. These are the one we have to loosen to get the caliper off, and then we can continue with the pads. So let's see how easy they come off. It's a Japanese car, so I always heard Japanese cars were easy to work on. So let's see if that's true. Me as a noob. All right. I was turning the wrong way. Wow, they are on there, that's for sure. And now we have the bottom one there. All right, not bad. Well, okay. That's one. And I think we almost have two. I'm very happy I have another jack, because the previous one, yeah, it's one of those cheap ones which you can buy everywhere. The one I have now is on loan from someone I know, but I think I'm gonna get myself one like these as well, because it's better, safer, faster. And number two. Alright, let's get these pads off. Oh wow. Wait. What? Why is the whole disc coming off? That's a new one. I'll have a look at that in a second. So apparently I did something wrong, but as I said, I'm not a mechanic, I'm still learning. Or maybe this is normal on Mazda, I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. Okay, so apparently Mazda doesn't have that screw that holds your disc on there. So basically when you undo the caliper, the whole disc comes off. That's something I learned today, which I'm happy for. So I'm glad that I do this job, because I thought, as a total noob, that every brake disc has this screw that basically holds the disc onto the wheel bearing, but apparently that is not the case, as this one doesn't have it. So I guess the rest is just the same. We gotta pry open. Yep, okay. The brake caliper itself, the pistons that are in there. Yep. And now it comes off, as we can see. So this is also something new to me. This metal bracket holding stuff in place. So yeah, I guess we gotta undo that. But how are we gonna undo that? Because I'm a bit scared that this is gonna jump right into my face. So, okay, that's one. And that's okay. It was not that bad. It's off now. And I see the pads. I guess they come out now. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna let it hang for now. Not too much tension on there, so I can show you. Yeah, these discs are, yeah, there's like literally like 2 millimeters left on them, so I think it was a good choice to replace them. So this is the new brake pad, and this is the old one. So as you can see, yeah, that's a huge difference in thickness. The pads that we are using are Fabi, so they are OEM replacements, as I understand. And the other pad has this clip on it, which goes into the piston. And that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so today I'm all alone. I don't have my camera man or woman with me, so it's quite difficult for me to show you everything in detail, but I'm doing my best. If it sucks, I'm so sorry, but this is how I gotta do it today. My apologies. So I got the other brake pad out of there with the bracket, so it's time to put the new ones in. As you can see, there is the piston, that round hole that you see, like here. So that's where that clip goes into, and that's what I'm gonna do now, but unfortunately I only have 2 hands, so I'm gonna try to to do it and film it as good as I can. So here we have the pad, goes in, if I'm correct. Okay, we gotta first compress these like that. Now if everything is good, I can put this one in, and that should go into there somehow. Yeah, this is not that easy. I'm probably doing something wrong, or probably there is a way to do this much easier, but yeah, I never said I was the smartest. So there we go. Okay, so I have fitted both brake pads in there, as you can see. So now it's time to clean up the disc with a bit of brake fluid. What do I say? Brake fluid, brake cleaner. And yeah, then it's time to assemble this side of the car. So I couldn't get the pads fully over the disc, so I'm using this tool to to push the pads in a bit more, and then we will try to slide it over the disc again. Okay, so I managed to get the pads in the caliper, put them over the disc, and the spring is also back on there. So now I just have to tighten those 2 18mm bolts in the back, and then then this side should be done. Okay, this side is done. I still got to do the other side. I'm not gonna film that because I don't have a camera woman today with me, so it's quite hard for me to do it in this very tight space that I have. But I just wanted to quickly show you me doing the brake pads on this car, since I never did a Japanese car before. And that's basically the big takeaway of the video of today, that I'm used, well, used is a big word, I'm also still learning, but yeah, I worked previously more on German cars, and yeah, this is a total different system, which I did not expect, but it's good, because this way we learn, and this way we get better, and that's the whole point of the channel, that I get better, that I take you guys with me, that I maybe show you guys that even if you don't know shit about cars, yeah, you can still do it if you just have the courage and you have the tools for it and the space. Yeah, then you can basically do this. If you would take this to like a garage, it will cost you a couple hundred. So doing it yourself is always positive in my opinion, and I learn, I get better, and in the future I will be able to do much bigger jobs. I will buy maybe a project car that can come and which we can work on together. We will see. Now, I hope you liked this video, so please, if you did, like and subscribe, because that helps me get better cars, get bigger projects, and yeah, I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel. I know everything is a bit amateuristic at the moment, but I'm trying to get better with every video that I'm putting out. Yeah, that's basically it, so thanks for watching.